Tetra Tactics. It is a roguelike deck builder based on Triple Triad and Tetramaster from the Final Fantasy games. Those are mini games that are card based, and they you put cards down on the grid, highest number wins. And on that note, I suppose we can just go through the tutorial because I want to show you how it works. So you got a card here. As you can see, it's got a 7 on the right side. This card here is the enemy card. It's got a 4 on the left side. So since my number is bigger, I capture that card, which is pretty cool. Yeah, numbers facing each other. So I got recaptured. But even though he's got a 9, which is the highest number, the sword is really powerful and will capture anything. So we got that captured now. The sword is powerful, but it can also be defeated by magic. And so you're starting to see kind of this rock, paper, scissors thing here. Magic, however, cannot defend. And so even this little 1 here can defeat it. It's pretty cool. This is a shield, blocks everything. And I mean like everything, even magic. So very powerful. This is the bow symbol here. It'll attack, if I place it here, it'll attack all the way over here. So even though they're not adjacent, it'll still attack, and there you go. So that's kind of the basics. It's got me just kind of finishing out the game here. Oh right, yeah, and combos. If I capture two cards, or of course more cards than that, those cards will also attack. So you can trigger these crazy combos, and that's kind of the name of the game. Is like triggering those combos and setting up those combos. Is the key to winning, because obviously like only getting the highest number, that only goes so far in terms of strategy. And so yeah, you really want to trigger combos, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting better. So hero powers can do different stuff. This guy, he turns all symbols to a sword, or turn all swords on a card to a random number. So you can kind of go one way or a different way. And we can just go to that. And oh yeah, there we go. And things look bad, but they left themselves open. So I'm gonna do a crazy combo here, and yeah, we're all set. So that's Tetra Tactics. It's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through, I guess, the different features it has, which is you can choose your hero, which is really cool. This is an active account. This is my personal account that I use, which means that I have a lot of them already unlocked. I could unlock more, but I've been spending a lot on perks. But first, let me walk you through. This is my favorite hero. They can push a card to an adjacent tile, and they're the only hero who can do that. That's pretty cool. And then they can also rotate the values on a card clockwise, which if you've got a card that's like has a high number on it, and you're like, I can't quite use it though because it's not facing the right way, this can be super useful. So it's just, I like the versatility of it. And then perks, this is basically just like a skill tree. Supply is the thing that you need to keep in order to survive, otherwise you die. Potions are like temporary upgrades for cards. Merchants, you'll encounter merchants on the world map, same with gold. And then this is the one that I've really invested in because it's kind of like a meta progression. And so shards are the thing that you use to buy all of these upgrades, and so by upgrading this, it just sort of feeds into itself. And I can get crazy amounts of shards over time. And then augments, this is the really cool part because all the different cards have experience, and so you can see this little XP bar in green here. Once that levels up, I get a augment for the card. So I'll just use this one as an example and say change augment. And so okay, so these crazy looking symbols around the number 7, this one's called superiority. Always combo when defense is a number. So comboing, as I said, it'll make that card also attack, which is cool. This is the same thing, but for a symbol. And then this is, okay, capture the attacker after a successful block. I don't love this one because most of the time the AI, will not try to attack a 7. So I probably don't want to do that one. I guess Oh, it needs to be a successful block. So yeah, I don't think that one. I don't see that one getting like a ton of use. So I want to do one of these. I think I want to do a number because this 7 can be easily upgraded throughout the course of the game to like a 9 or even to a symbol. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then yeah, that's kind of how you can like customize your cards, which is really cool. So, okay, relics. These are things that you get at the start of a run, and you can lock them over time. They kind of change the way that that specific run is played. So, like, things like, oh, if you attack in the corner, it'll change symbols to this or whatever. Here's all the credits. Oh, look, there's me. I help them with marketing and also a bunch of other stuff. And I run the social media accounts. And I've played it a lot. So, I'm going to go ahead and start a campaign, but I'm also going to hop into our Discord, and I don't know when they're going to join, but some of the devs are going to be joining me later, which is going to be really fun. And so I hope that you'll stick around for that and talk to the devs with me. All right. So let's go ahead and start this run. So this is the part where I get to choose a relic. Okay, let's look at this. Emerald Rune. When you use a potion and you have 2 cards in any column, all cards in your deck get +1 to all numbers. That's pretty cool. Let me rearrange my windows real quick because things are confusing here. Okay, cool. Let's pause that. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to post this in a link to this. There we go. Sweet. Okay, loot box. When you start, when your turn starts and you have the high score, all cards in your deck get +3 applied to a random number. I like this, but I don't like that it's kind of a win more card. Like if you're already winning, then you're already winning, so you don't need to win more. If you're losing, that's when you want to win more. Champion chest. When your turn starts and you have the high score, gain 40 gold. Let me look back at this one. When you use a potion and you have 2 cards in any column, all cards in your deck get +1 to all numbers. I feel like that's probably the best one. To be honest, I'm probably going to forget to use it, like deliberately. But I also feel like that's probably okay because I'll accidentally use it a bunch and my cards will get +1. So that's probably the best one. This is a world map. You can just kind of look at like, where do I want to go? These chests, I know that like I have a perk that they'll give me supply. So that's worth keeping in mind. But it looks like they're relatively even a number of them. Let's just go this way. And so we're in our first battle. And then this is my opponent. As you can see, like I can see all of their cards and I can hover over them to know what they mean as well. Which is cool. And then let's go here. Oh, hey, what's up, Jabari? I didn't see that you joined. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet. How you doing?
I am doing good. I literally just finished analyzing the soundtrack. So
yeah, I know you were like putting the a few more songs in last minute.
Yeah.
And for the stream, I'm just using like open source music. So I hope your music's not actually on the stream. I have it muted in game. I hope that's cool. But I was like, but like he's adding more music that's gonna coming out for the 1.0 launch. So I want to show that off as well, but it's not in the actual build yet. So yeah, and actually, in case I didn't mention it, which I think I did, the game is coming out on Tuesday, so it's leaving early access on Tuesday. Yeah, Jabari, you want to tell me a little about how you got started making Tetra Tactics?
Oh man, yeah. Honestly, it was a palate cleanser, really, just a break from an even bigger game, an RPG I was making, and yeah, you know, it just really caught on. Everything was going smooth. That base kind of mechanic was really sticky.
Yeah.
And yeah, there, you know, just slowly bringing on the team and ramping up, and then adding all these cool little features like the card evolutions and, you know, and all that type of stuff. And yeah, it's just exciting to see
Because
where.
you were working on like a top-down magic casting game that was just getting way out of scope, and you're like, let me do a side project, and then the side project ended up turning into a full project.
Yeah,
Basically,
absolutely.
as tends to happen. Can you tell me a little bit about what inspired the game? At least the idea for it,
Oh man,
like
well, yeah,
the concept, the
absolutely.
game
You know,
mechanics.
this is what's the word? Homage to Triple Triad.
Yeah,
Um, granted, you know, there's plenty of changes and differences and things like that, but you know, Final Fantasy, one of my favorite games, and always loved the card games inside of there. And you know, with all these like kind of roguelike deck builders coming out, it really started to bring the thought of, okay, what if you took some of these really cool card mechanics, but built kind of RPG styled
yeah,
progression that with, you know, upgrades and quests and items and that whole sort of thing, right?
yeah,
Um, but then at the same time, with that early play testing, like, okay, how do we keep it simple um, and quick, right? Like one of the big thoughts from the early design was keeping a match short,
yeah,
right? So making like intentionally keeping the deck small, right? Only 8 cards, right? Intentionally keeping the board small.
yeah,
Single numbers, right? Was also really intentional design there, right? Like only 4 symbols, right? Really trying to keep it almost chess-like in the simplicity of it.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's really simple in that sense, but also you have like the whole augment system, which makes things kind of have like an extra layer of depth. But I mean, like, you don't access that right away, so maybe that's, you know, not an issue in terms of making it more
Yeah, I
complex.
mean, yeah, don't let the the
Yeah,
surface level fool you. Yeah, the depth definitely starts to come out, but
yeah,
like you said, we kind of onboarded really well. You know, you slowly unlock the different features, which I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I think so. Also, Marplebot has joined the chat. How you doing?
Hey,
You,
doing just fine.
how are you getting ready for the eclipse?
Oh, no, because it's too
Oh, really?
cloudy. So that
Oh,
whole trip got canceled.
oh, okay. Well,
Oh, what? The trip got canceled? Oh shit.
Yeah, we knew there was a chance of that, so everything was refundable in the first place. It
oh,
was
that's
like
good.
not like crazy bad, but yeah,
Oh, well, I
changing
feel really
plans.
good about canceling my plans now. Because I really wanted to see the eclipse, but I was like, I had to cancel it just because I had too much going on. So
Oh, yeah,
I don't feel so bad
yeah. It
about it now.
would well, unless you're gonna go to Maine.
I was not going to go to Maine. I was going to go to
Yeah,
Texas.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep, all of Texas.
Ooh, I actually leveled up a card.
Pretty bad.
Oh wow.
Um,
Anyway, this is not an eclipse stream.
no, this is not an eclipse stream. This is a
Right.
Tetra Tactics stream. Adrian, can you tell me a little about what your role was and what you did for the game?
So, interestingly enough, my initial role was to add multiplayer to the game, which you may note it doesn't currently have.
Yeah, we'll edit this part out.
No, I mean, I actually did a prototype of multiplayer. It was working just fine, used Firebase. But that got deprioritized, and then, I don't know, Jabari just was like, oh, if you want to do more, and I just ended up doing more and more programming stuff, mostly. And then as I got further into it, took a few design tasks, just did whatever was needed mostly in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a lot of re-architecting and like the whole relics and augment system
Yeah.
made sure that was set up in a way that was extensible.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, like, but my understanding of the kind of timeline of things is that Jabari really built the core, you know, mechanics, and then you and Mata joined in order to help with building kind of the meta progression. Would that be like a good way to say
It
it?
was, I mean, the
Or
first
the
bit
meta
was definitely
progression?
correct.
Okay.
So Jabari like absolutely had, you know, the 4x4 grid, the 4 symbols, all the like basic design stuff was like good and solid, which is one reason that I wanted to work more on the game. because I'm like, oh, this is actually a really good like foundation for a game.
Yeah.
And you know, I am very fond of memories of Triple Triad from FF8, which is more for nostalgia reasons than anything my favorite Final Fantasy. And the Mana didn't join in until at least half a year after I did. I think is almost closer to a year.
Okay.
I
don't
Mana
realize
joined.
there was that much of a gap.
Yeah. And Mana joined primarily to provide visual polish initially.
Okay.
Because Mana had a lot of ideas. Like I did like the card flipping animation and screen shake. So I had those like basic things in, but Mana wanted to do like, a bunch of other stuff like, why don't I talk to Jabari and see if you want to just like join in and just do all these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, you know, Mana's a very competent programmer, so Mana ends up doing a lot of bug fixes and stuff like that as well. And we just had, you know, team meetings where we discussed design all the time, and a lot of that is where we started talking about meta progression, including the whole augment system, which I think we called evolutions initially.
Did you guys have like, I don't know if you actually sat down and did this early in the design process of like different pillars of game design, or did you just kind of like follow the fun and keep building stuff and see what was, you know, see what worked?
We didn't particularly, like, one thing I do with all my projects is I write down principles. But, you know, it was Jabari's game primarily. I think I did write a few things down. But it was almost always implicit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one thing that was nice about this game is that, like, it had times where it just kind of lay fallow, and we're never, like, pushing it too fast.
Yeah.
So I think when we actually made decisions, we had plenty of time to ruminate about it, and they just like felt like the right decisions.
That makes sense.
I think it's really easy when you're like working on anything every single day. You just get in the weeds, and like it's too close to your face.
Yeah.
You can't pull back as easily. But like because there was like months at a time, sometimes when there was no work on Warcraft / Tetra Tactics.
Oh snap! What's happening right now? Oh wow! We just got raided. Holy snap! Hello, drunk rat.
Anyway.
Wow. Hi everyone. I'm Jed. I'm playing Tetra Tactics. It's a super cool game, and drunk rat is a good friend. We play Dungeons and Dragons together, and
hell yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Oh. I'm sorry. I just got raided on Twitch. Holy shit. I will first do ! game, because that's the game that we're playing. We also are talking with the developers right now on Discord, which is super cool. So if you have any questions about Tetra Tactics, you are welcome to ask them. But the basic lowdown is that it is a roguelike deck builder inspired by Triple Triad and Tetra Master from the Final Fantasy games. And it's super cool. And yeah, I play Dungeons and Dragons with Drunky, so I will plug that real quick. I'm not sure. There we go.
It tastes like alcohol, but not the good drinkable.
Yes, I recognize this taste. I believe we called it White Claw where I came from.
How many tetrahedra are in the dream?
So if you want more of that. How many tetrahedrons are in the game? Adrian, can you answer that?
I don't believe there are any. I'm thinking how many tetrahedra are in my other games, which are very geometric. I guess I think of a stellated octahedron as 8 tetrahedra, so a lot in my very first game, but that is not the game we're playing.
As someone who is not as versed in polygons as you are, what is a tetrahedron again?
Tetrahedron is the 4 triangles, the smallest platonic solids. It's like a D4, the standard D4.
Yeah, thank you. That's my language. D4. Got it. Euthanasia, absolutely. If your husband likes Triple Triad, you should absolutely get him this game. I would love to hear what he thinks too. If he's like a Final Fantasy fan and he loves Triple Triad, then yeah, absolutely. 0 tetrahedron. Yeah, I know. the lack of tetrahedrons is quite a bummer. But thank you so much for everyone for coming in.
I mean, we do have a few days before launch. We could try to insert a tetrahedron somewhere.
That's true. And yeah, this game is launching on Tuesday. It's currently in early access, but it is launching on Tuesday. If it's going to 1.0, along with some bug fixes and some new music and a few other things, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, this is a good time to ask, what is going into 1.0? And what are some things that you added in recently leading up to this?
I mean, one of the biggest things that's going into 1.0 that isn't currently in the game is the soundtrack, right? Which just got finished. It's crazy. Yeah, new soundtrack. I think it's 16 original songs, fantasy orchestral music. So that's exciting. Yeah. Bug fixes and stuff like that, of course, getting done. We've mainly been cleaning up the game. The game's been pretty strong. Balancing some augmentations and relics.
Yeah.
We added one of the last really big updates was perks and curses.
Yeah.
Perks just benefits to your character during a run. And then curses are, kind of that extra challenge that you can rack onto your run.
Ooh, I think I want to do this. Rotate and then do this. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I thought that's a 0.
Definitely mostly bug fixes. Besides the soundtrack, there was some other little design. We'll call them design bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, a couple. Well, the second starting hero.
Yeah.
Has things that are talks about the lowest and highest cards, and those were kind of relatively recent changes. And a lot of people expected that to apply to every single lowest, and it currently just did not quite a random one, but a deterministic one that starts but the up direction and goes clockwise. And I decided why don't I just do what everyone wants to do and be generous and be okay,
right.
If you have all zeros, just make them all +1.
That's probably good. It doesn't sound that overpowered. So. Also, for everyone who just joined, I'm gonna walk you through kind of the what this game is. So yeah, played on a 4x4 grid. Highest number wins. But you have all these other customizations and meta progression, like the hero that you play, which I can't actually change right now because I'm in the middle of a run. But my hero will push a card to a random tile, or it'll rotate all values clockwise. And you've got the skill tree, all these perks that you can upgrade things. So you can have cheaper cards from merchants, and you can have kind of you start with a legendary card, which is one that I really like. Forging costs less, all these different things. Augments, basically cards gain experience over time, and then once they upgrade, you can augment them. And so this, I think this is the one that I just upgraded actually. Does this very pleasing shiny little animation, and then you can get these different augments. So for example, this symbol with the crazy symbols around it, or the crazy art around it, it will just block all numbers, which is actually, I haven't seen that one. That's really cool. Flame shield, capture the attacker after a successful block, and then shield breaker always defeats shield, which is the one that I chose because it's the actual, as far as I know, it's the only way to get through shields. So that's the one that I chose. And then we got relics, which are things that actually permanently change the gameplay on this run. So let's look at this random demon wing. When the enemy's turn starts and you have the low score, all cards in the enemy's deck get -1 applied to a random number. And so if I chose this at the beginning of a run, that would happen throughout the entire run. Hello, Doom! Hi! I love these little emotes. They're very cute. And then there's credits, and then yeah, so that's what's going on. And then I'll continue so that you can actually see some gameplay. But yeah, as I mentioned, the devs are in. Some of the devs are in. And oh, hello, Mana. How are you?
Howdy.
How's it
doing
going?
good. I just joined. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm actually about to start adding in the soundtrack stuff. I'm kind of doing that on the side,
Nice.
little by little.
Yeah, the game comes out on Tuesday, so no rush. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it done today is my plan, but
Given
It's
the
pretty much
uncertainty
there.
about the build process, sometimes I would not like to wait that long.
yeah, for sure. No, it's pretty much done. I just need to swap in the new actual audio files and make some adjustments. So
Yeah.
shouldn't take me long.
Yeah, because I don't remember if this was before or after the raid, but Jabari made 16 new songs, which is kind of insane for the game.
Yeah. So there were some like demo or initial versions of those, so I at least was able to like implement it in and get it set up. But now I'm just gonna put the final versions.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
We have a question from chat actually. Drunkrat had a question. What is a good challenge you had to overcome in development and that you think most people are not aware of? So I guess maybe you can answer that in like a game design sense in general of like what are some game design or game development challenges that most people aren't aware of. I think it's probably the best question to answer.
I mean, there's a long list of challenges.
Yeah.
But,
pick one.
Right, take your pick. But that people aren't aware of, I think, is you have this threading of a needle between giving a game depth, right? Like it's got content, it's got depth, it's got stuff to chew on and learn and do and keep it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so not making it too complex, right?
Yeah.
So that is usually pretty tricky, right? Because you wanna add stuff, you think of great ideas, and I can't remember exactly when it happened. Adrian Mano, let me know if you can kind of remember, but I think there was a point where we were like, it needs a little something more. I think maybe this was right before augmentations.
Yeah, it was.
Something more.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out, okay, what can we do to not muddy it and still keep the experience fresh? So that's usually a kind of challenge that happens.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The thing that came to mind to me after a while, and actually I think Mono should maybe speak to this more, but the original card art. So for one thing about this game is it uses a lot of assets from the Unity asset store. That's how we stayed lean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which I highly recommend to.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's like a core thing you advocate, Jabari, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But the initial monster was not stellar, and we spent quite a while finding something that had a sufficient number of coherent monsters that we could use, and then spent like a couple sessions talking together like about how to organize them and give like some implicit meaning behind each of the monster, like because you don't want to just like assign things randomly. So we have like kind of the colorless, as we kept calling it. The ones with no symbols are more like regular creatures, and we similar. There's kind of like demons. I think are the ones that tend to have swords and stuff like that. Is what we ended up going with.
Yeah, and we had some
process.
We had some ones that were in between those. So we like initially created like main categories, and then we have in between. So if you have something with like magic and a sword, it's probably like a demon sea creature or something. It's like some mix. We tried to coordinate their abilities with like their appearance.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that is generally good. Maybe both something that's good advice and also something that people don't really realize about game development is that like when you're on a budget, one of the best ways to move development along is to use stock assets, but use them in like a unique way so that they don't stand out from the rest of the game and that they actually like become a part of it. So I think that's really good advice.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us in the game dev circles cite Inscription for doing that very well.
Yeah,
we used a lot of stock 3D assets and then just a ton of shaders on top of it to make it look special. You don't notice.
Yeah. We got another question in chat. What aspect of the business were you shocked to find needed to be considered beyond the technical development? I guess it's a pretty open-ended question, but does anyone want to take a crack at it?
I'll start with shout out to our streamer Jed. Marketing. Marketing is big. It's a thing. You want people to play your game, which means you have and there's just this whole slew of things that you have to do with that.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, you know, reaching out to streamers and press and stuff. There's other stuff like branding and creating logos and creating social media and all sorts of things. Actually creating good copy for the Steam page, and you know, there's all sorts of things on top of that.
Yeah, it's way more work than people realize.
Going to events, prepping for the event. Oh man.
Yeah, it's
for GDC, man. That was a ride. That was good.
And the thing with game development, like if you make a great game, that's awesome, but you also just need like a base number of people to play it and realize that it's good before it actually takes off. And I think that that's like, you know, that's what I'm at least trying to provide. So I hope that that's the case. Euthanasia, what how much did this change from your initial idea? And so I think I'll give that one to Jabardi, and then maybe one of the other ones can pick it up. But like, I know that your initial idea was like triple triad / tetramaster, but with meta progression. Is that kind of how the idea started, and like how has it changed since then into something that's kind of its own?
Right, so it didn't change so much from the initial idea as it just kind of evolved and solidified, right? So this is kind of ping-ponging off of your last statement, Jed, of just like, testing is so important, right? So one of the first things I do as a dev, I know others do this, and I recommend it to anybody who's, you know, getting started making games, is you want to get to a playable version of that game as soon as possible. You want to get that prototype as soon as possible and confirm whether the thing is even fun or not.
Yeah.
And you confirm that with someone else, not yourself, right?
Totally. And not your like closest friends either. Well, maybe at first, but like you also want to get just randos to see if it's actually good. Yeah.
Exactly, and see what people are even noticing or any of that. And before that, you're not really committing to anything. You're just testing stuff out and seeing what's cool. I remember at one point, before we even brought everybody on the team, I was thinking about way more complicated stuff, like 2-digit numbers on the sides and like all these, every card had like these abilities, you know what I mean? There was all kind of wacky stuff that I was thinking about. But eventually really wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep a match short, so like somewhere between like 2 to 8 minutes was the thought for like each of these matches. Like being able to keep that very short was a really core pillar. But yeah, getting people to test it out, really diving into that rock paper scissors. Those were some of the biggest things, like rock paper scissors concept, right, with the symbols. Each one kind of has its own advantage. Keeping a match super short, so like how can you limit the number of types of things the player can do, so hence the small deck and stuff like that. So those are some of the things. And then after that, just testing it out with the team, right? And we didn't know that augmentations were going to happen at first, to be honest, right? I was just playing with it and shopping a bunch of different ideas, you know?
Yeah, like we had a bunch of stuff on the roadmap, like perks and curses were very much on the roadmap early. I just kept getting put off, but augments was like one of the big surprises. Although there was other stuff on the roadmap that got axed that never got very far, like the whole dungeon mode, and the thing I started with, which was multiplayer. Which multiplayer might still come back, but that'll be a post-launch thing for sure.
I'm trying to balance like strategizing my game and also talking to you guys at the same time. So I apologize if I'm a little bit silent.
You're doing great, Jay. You still got full supply, you know.
I know. I play way more careful right now than I should, because I'm like on stream and I'm like, I don't want to lose.
And on that last thing that we were talking about is like, it's okay to take all of those crazy ideas and just put them on another game. you know, because I see this devs do this a lot. Like one of the things I teach game dev too, and I have like all these mentees, and I always try to tell them like it's okay to like make a small game. You know what I mean? It's okay to like
Yeah.
of us, as you know, we have these games, but then they just never get finished.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can happen with the infamous, what do you call it, feature creep or whatever.
We know, we all as game developers know so many people like this that like have been working on a game forever and have not finished it because the scope keeps moving further and further and further and further out. Scope creep. Thank you.
There it is.
Auto mod. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm allowing the term creep. That's so funny. Drunky, you got modded for that. You creep. Okay. I love that you got modded for that. But yeah, I think we all know somebody like that. So it is cool to like, and I think that's what's great about making something like, a card game instead of an open world RPG, is that you actually can say like, oh, here's the finish line. And that seems reasonable. Whereas if you're, a tiny team or a solo dev making an open world RPG, like it's just going to take, your lifetime. So I think that's very good advice.
I did like what Jabari was saying about you can use ideas on another game. I feel like the fact that Tetra Tactics / Cardcraft was never like the only thing all of us were working on.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of cross-pollination ideas, and I feel like the design of that game informed other games and vice versa.
Yeah. Euthanasia, you work in games too, which I think I knew. What was the adjustment? What was the adjustment that you had to make that you are most excited for, and what was one of the things that just didn't work? I feel like we've kind of addressed that a little bit already, but if that inspires any of you all, feel free to answer.
I mean, I would say the augments, which we initially called evolution, was the thing that we're like surprisingly excited about and just kind of did.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't on the roadmap.
And to show augments again, this crazy symbol here is an augment. And normally a number can't beat a shield, but this one can because it's an augment. I played that card enough that it got experience over time and it allowed me to upgrade it. So, what were we going to say, Mana?
I was trying to think of something that didn't work, and there were certain relics that didn't work. Like we actually, so initially when we made all the relics, we designed a bunch of different ideas of what they would do, and worded them a certain way, and then implemented that. And we ended up finding that the amount of randomness that we put into the relics was too high, and it made the gameplay feel just like not very controlled and just like a gamble.
Yeah. Right.
And so we went back and redesigned a lot of the relics, if not all of them in some little way.
Let's mention the hero powers.
Yeah,
to be more specific. It's like they were not specific enough to be used very tactically.
Yeah.
So that was something that we changed that I don't think we necessarily expected to. And essentially it didn't work before, although we were still able to use the system, we just had to modify it.
Yeah.
Well, if I recall, Jabari, you like intentionally wanted to add a bunch of randomness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Personally, I detest randomness, right?
Sure.
It's,
okay.
When you're
I like where this is going.
Nah, I mean, when you're creating something, you're not creating it just for yourself, right? Randomness, controlled randomness, at least, can add a little bit of like mystery and excitement, and to a game. But you kind of got to get the dosage right, Also, you want to understand the difference between like input randomness and output randomness.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A good way to kind of is if you have like a hit chance. Usually folks don't like that type of randomness, right?
That's true. Yeah.
99% hit chance and you miss and you're raging, right?
Yeah.
It's
also, hi, Gwen.
Like a random encounter is a little bit different. Like, you walk on the map and you get a random encounter. Okay, you're fighting a rare enemy. That was also randomness, but that's a little bit different. It's not like, it's more like from the environment.
Yeah.
Those are a little bit better because there's still plenty of randomness in the game, right? Like enemies, abilities, the cards you get from the shop, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of randomness there, but that output randomness is what can sometimes be frustrating. It's like when I press the button, I want my character to jump.
Right.
I want like 40% of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want it to be overpowered, but you want it to be satisfying at the very least. Yeah.
Another way to look at it is like getting a random set of cards is interesting, but the cards randomly failing is not interesting.
No. Yeah,
to kind
totally.
of piggyback.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah, I so got this.
What's your strat? Good.
Mine?
Yeah.
Good question. I think so. Like I generally, this is probably not the best strategy. I generally will just like throw down a random first card because I don't want to overthink it. And so I'll just whatever like my most bland, boring first like card is in my deck, I'll just throw that down, and then I'll start to think through trying to avoid. I guess the main thing that I'm trying to do when I play cards is have my opponent not be able to combo. Which I'm failing at a lot, but like I making sure that like my opponent can't combo, because I think that that's really what sets you back. And so not creating corners for them to be able to get into, and then toward the end of the game when there's only a few spots left, like figuring out, okay, if I'm behind, like what's the big combo that I need to get in order to get all this. But also like with this hero, I feel like you can get yourself out of a lot of binds with these hero powers. To especially the pushing a random card to an adjacent tile, because like all of their shields and stuff count for nothing if you push it out of the way. So that's often my strategy with this hero. My strategy is also the board dies first. Yes, this is accurate. So Doom, who's in the chat right now, has actually played this game pretty extensively. I don't know if you guys knew that.
That's awesome. Thanks for playing.
And has also edited several of our TikTok reels. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Those have been really fun. Yeah.
Those TikTok reels.
Yes, we are on TikTok. Go follow us. So right now I'm just going to try not to overthink it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play this stupid one here. Okay, cool. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. And also, you should look at your opponent's cards to see if they can counter you in some way, which I super did not do just now.
Although, getting them to use up that bow is not the worst thing.
That's probably true. I like this because I can get both of these, but then you can't really combo with it. Unless I rotate this one, and then I can combo with it. So I'll do that. And then cleave. There we go. Although I guess, yeah, they can push play there. Okay, that was dumb. Dang it. Push you out of the way, and then yeah, because like that just opens me up to all zeros when I use that, so I can play just about any card. It feels a little overpowered, to be honest. And I'm fine with that. Don't change it.
Yeah, we're aware that hero is a little overpowered, but
yeah.
Also it's too fun. So
it's very fun. Oh no. Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
I actually think it's okay to have slightly different tuning on characters.
Yeah.
Take it back to like some fighting games or racing games and stuff like that. Sometimes it's kind of clear, like, okay, this character is a lot better than the others, or a lot worse, and I think that makes it interesting. Like it doesn't have to be perfectly balanced, right? You balance so for fun and the impact it has on the player, not so much for like numbers and equations.
Yeah. Also, sorry, Drunkrat, for not having my TikTok in here. There it is. That's where you can follow the Tetra Tactics stuff. Sweet, guys. Well, I'm gonna keep playing, but before you guys go, is there what else do you want to talk about in regards to Tetra Tactics?
Join the Discord. Definitely. If you play the game, like the game, or you're just interested, definitely hop in the Discord. Just chat with us.
Yeah.
Share your clips. If you got like a super crazy play or comeback or something like that, definitely share it with us. You know, and yeah, we're just excited for everybody to play the game, you know.
I'll post the link to the Discord. It's right there. We haven't fully built it out with like a welcome channel and all that stuff, but if you want a place to talk about the game, that's where you do it. You can also report bugs and all that good stuff. So definitely go join the Discord. Wishlist game or buy the game on Tuesday when it comes out. It's fully released. Yeah, I'm really excited for the launch. I'm it's been a long time coming for you guys. I know that you put like a crap ton of work into this game. It's a labor of love, and I think it came out really awesome. If you're a person who likes roguelike deck builders with meta progression, this one is incredible. Please give it a shot. And Euthanasia, thank you for sending it to your husband. That's awesome. I think you should just go ahead and get it for him. But yeah, anything else you guys want to add?
I actually, well, I really am curious to see how far people get with the curses, because you can. There's some really interesting curses, and maybe I'll touch on this earlier, but I think that the curses add a lot of interesting elements to the long-term play of this game, and I want to see, you know, how far people can get with it, because I don't think it's possible to beat the game with every curse on, but you know, maybe somebody.
Yeah, mostly the 1 minute matches with sudden death is insane. Like that combo alone.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, there's some like pretty gnarly curse combos. So I'm excited to see like how far people go with the curses.
Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to open it up to like the not speed running, but you know the kind of like hard mode culture. I don't know what.
The challenge runs, you know.
Challenge runs. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before I just go into like cozy playing cardcraft? I mean, Tetra Tactics mode. We did have to change the name, by the way.
You want to tell that whole story?
You go right ahead. You can go ahead and tell it.
Well, I'll let Jabari tell the story. Jabari's the one that experienced it.
I can tell the story. It's really not like
it's not much of a story, but
yeah, it's not like a super entertaining story, although it was dramatic for us. But you know, original name of the game was Cardcraft, but it turns out that there is a game with that name that has existed since.
Not just with that name, but with a trademark to that name.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we literally had a day to change the name, but props to the team to coming together, getting organized, and you know, coming up with a name that we felt very much suited the game itself.
Yeah,
talks about what it is, pays the homage, and everything. Clearly shows what the game is about.
That's not an exaggeration. It really was one day. Like we Steam was like potentially gonna take the page down, and we're like, well, that can't happen. So we were just like, well, let's brainstorm a bunch of words that we like. Let's mash them together and see if anything sounds good. And that's how Tetra Tactics was born.
Intense. But I just want to say too, man, just really love this team. You know, such a strong team.
Yeah.
Really been able to execute on everything so well. You know,
yeah.
Yeah, no, this has been great to work on. This one, Drunkrat is asking about funding. So we're self-funded to this point, but you're wondering if we have any like investors or publishers and stuff beyond release. I don't know. Is that a thing that happens? I know publishers, like there's
it's rare.
whole like you release a game and then a publisher is interested to port it to some other platforms. But
I think publishing to China is like the only place that's common at all, and yeah, maybe porting, but that's still pretty rare.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys are probably open to it, I assume.
yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. It all depends on the
It's
deal.
a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it really depends on what would come around. I mean, I think that what we have here is solid. It feels good to whatever. What's the word? Put a pin in it, or
Yeah.
We did a great job.
Call it done.
There's so many more things that we can create. You know what I mean? I think we probably would all be more interested in a publisher, supporting a future project.
So what is next for, I guess, for you, Jabari? We'll start there.
I don't know for sure. I know I love making games, so there will be more. I don't know for sure. I may be making this RPG. I may be making something smaller and simpler. Yeah, stay tuned, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
There will definitely be something else coming, but I'm not like in a rush.
Yeah.
Figure out what's fun and then go to work.
That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. What about for you guys, Adrian and Mana? I know that you work on a bunch of projects all the time, but after Cardcraft comes, I'm gonna have to check myself.
I know,
After
me
Tetra
too.
Tactics comes out, what are your plans in terms of indie game dev?
I guess I'll go in terms of indie game dev. I mean, yeah, I've got this one project that's not really game dev, so I guess I won't mention that. It's also about to do a name change. I've got this completely physical game, Cornhole RPG, that I'm excited about, but it's been kind of just like laying fallow, just waiting for someone to figure out how to make Beanie Baby style plushies. Because that's the idea. You throw Beanie Babies instead of bags, and then you represent your class. Yada yada.
And yes, can you briefly explain what Cornhole RPG is?
Okay, sure. Yeah,
It's very fun.
load up the spiel that I've said probably 100 times now. So it's a cornhole game where you throw Beanie Babies or Beanie Baby-like things instead of standard cornhole bags. And the Beanie Baby represents your class. Your class is a pair of abilities, one for when you get on the board, one for when you actually get in the hole, plus a weird throwing constraint. So, for instance, you have like kind of normal throwing constraint, just underhand, but you also have like this one that's throw behind your back, looking away. So you have to do this completely blind throw. And that was the assassin. And it's also like a much more powerful thing. And it's a cooperative game where a team of 3 to 6 players come together and try to beat a certain score. And there's these series of quests that get successively harder, but also more interesting. So like my favorite quest constraint is you have to hold hands when you're throwing, for instance. So
Yeah.
It's got like a silly vibe, but it's also like surprisingly crunchy. But if you have like one person that's like into min-maxing, and everyone else just wants to have fun, it's like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, other thing I started recently, started a prototype for this anagram roguelike.
Ooh, interesting.
So like a text twist or this words on stream game that we played.
I want to hear more about that, but I also want to talk about Cardcraft. But that's I hadn't talked to you about that, so we should talk. about that.
Yeah. Well, I just started prototyping, so hopefully next time I see you, you'll be able to play it.
Yeah. That'd be fun. What about you, Mana?
Yeah, so I've got a couple things working on, but as far as indie gaming, I was taking a break for a bit, and after Cardcraft, or Tetra Tactics, gosh.
Gwen said we need shot callers.
Yeah, clearly. After I was waiting for Tetra Tactics to finish up so that I could kind of shift my focus because I didn't want to work on too many projects at once. So I think what I'm going to work on is either an escape room game that I kind of started ruminating about, and or I'm going to go back to working on Scratch Card Hero, that
Oh yeah,
lottery
that's
scratch
right.
off ticket game.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's such a cool
so
concept.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have been feeling good about working on games again lately. I was a little burnt out after my last game, but I'm starting to feel pretty good about it again.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Nice. Circling back to Tetra Tactics, anything else we want to say about it? I'm doing really bad about questions. Apologies on that. Hope everyone gets the gist of this game. But yeah, anything else we want to say about Tetra Tactics on stream?
Well, I do want to point out that you have the wall cards right at the top there, those two.
Yeah.
The like obstacle cards. That was also a kind of thing that we added that we didn't really anticipate, but that worked out nicely and shifted the gameplay tactics a bit. So.
Yeah, that really helped the game feel fresh from round to round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we did talk about like making them destructible in some way, or having versions that are destructible, which I don't know, could still theoretically do.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was another thing that we added that I think was an important addition.
I've got a lot of possibilities here, and I'm like really debating what I should do. All right. Well, shall we call the interview there?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Sure. Well, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, everybody. Tetra Tactics comes out on Tuesday, April 9th. Go check it out on Steam. And thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hello? Who is that? I'm sorry. I'm a bad streamer. I don't see where this... What happened? What happened? Something... I heard a ding. Oh, Digital Iliad. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for following. Seriously, reach out if you want to connect. Good contacts in this space are great. Who is that in reference to? Ooh, what's going on? Gwen. Hi, Gwen. I know you. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing. I hope that's cool with everyone. I really got to figure out my last move for this game, but I'm super indecisive. But yeah, those guys, the devs are awesome. Jabari and I've been friends for a long time. Mana and Marblebot, several years, like at least 5 years. Like it's been a while. But they're all really awesome people, all based in Oakland, California, where I live. And they've been working on this game for at least 3 years, and about 3 years, and I was really happy to join the project, even just in a marketing capacity, but because I really believe in it, and I think it's an awesome game, so I was super stoked to get on board. Was the plushie thing referring to Jed? No, I think, okay, so the plushie thing, Gwen was at GDC, and met Adrian there, and they talked about plushies for his cornhole game, which is Cornhole RPG. I think that's what that's in reference to. Just so that you know, chat. Okay, cool. Gwen said, move that card so that the opponent's last space is 2 shields and a wall. What? Oh, Gwen, you're so smart. You're so smart. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess it's still okay. All right, whatever. I still win, but I was overthinking it. I'm far too perfectionist. Ooh, deep wood speech. Deep in the garden, the power of light begins to manifest. As it passes through the evergreens and pines, the creatures begin to speak the language of the deep wood. The forest cedar, a creature of fortune, makes itself known to you. It speaks of gems and magic as it offers you a gift as it offers a gift to you. Take the glowing gem or take the small stone. Okay, so I can choose either magic upgrades or wait, free or discount. Okay, well I think I want free. That's funny. I'm assuming that the discount ones would have been better, but this is free is still nice. I like free. Which of these would be good with the magic? This guy doesn't do much right now, so I feel like him maybe, or you. I need something that's like kind of defensible on the other sides because magic can't defend, so maybe, I don't know. All right, have fun making bagels. Drunk Rat, thank you for stopping in, buddy. It's good to see you. I put a lot of hours in this game. Yeah, Gwen, me too, actually. And like, I put hours in this game before I even started working with them. I'm like genuinely a big fan of it. Love you too, brother. The one thing I know only works with. Okay, yeah. Indie peeps would be awesome. Cool. All right. What should I upgrade, folks? I think I'm gonna upgrade this one because that's a 0. Okay. Stop overthinking it, Jed. Move on. Sweet. What do we got here? Potions or forge? I think I have some money. I think I want forge. Yeah. Ooh. Decisions. +1 to all. That's pretty cool. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, these minuses don't affect symbols, which is cool. So I can make like this card really badass. Actually, that's a great upgrade. Look at that. Oh, hell yeah. That's a great card now. Cool. Okay. And then I could change this 0 if I wanted to. Or that 0. Probably that 0. Yeah. Awesome. Let's do that. I'm happy with that. Not a shop because I just spent all my money. So let's go to a battle. We ball. Turn all shields on a card to a random number. Ooh. Turn all swords on a card to a random number. Ooh. And then upgrade. Okay. When your turn starts, all cards in play get +1 to a random number. Oof. Yikes. That's what my opponent has. That's brutal. Okay. I'm just going to do what I always do, though, and just play just kind of a crappy card to begin with. It tends to help. It tends to work, rather. Alright. I don't like that I have these 2 cards that have bows facing down. I need bows facing other directions. I know that I have my hero power, but I feel like I don't want to waste it on something like that. Turn all shields to a random number. Okay. Alright, early game you can't overthink things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for no reason. Great. Three and 6, okay. By the way, feel free to chime in, especially you, Doom, and Gwen, because you've played this game a lot. If you see plays that are good, please let me know, because streaming and playing at the same time, not my forte. I don't know. I don't want to waste that card. Attack one of these. Cleave, and then I also had that. Oh no, you already used that one. I think I'm just gonna not play down over there. I'm just gonna play in a random spot. Play there. Yeah, I'll just get combos later to make up for all this crappy play that I'm doing. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna, yeah. No, that's stupid. Never mind. Guys, I'm playing really badly right now. I'm not happy about it. What if I have an idea? Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot about the sword thing. Dang it. Well, there goes that. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this. Yep. Hopefully that's enough to help me not lose this battle. It's been a long day. Cool. They can't capture me there. Great. I can't really do much here, but... Ah, oh, dang it. My shield thing is on the wrong side. Oh, but I can do this. Oh, actually, that's not a bad play. Okay. Look at that, folks. We got there. We got there. Alright, I feel good about that. Lurching through the vines, a fat, clumped animal stops to graze some lilies. The stones around the animal rise, then spin rapidly around the surrounding flowers. Grab a stone, buy shield cards, or train with a shield. Discount shield upgrades. I think I want shield upgrades because I'm pretty happy with the strength of my cards. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay, cool. This is why you should get the perks that give you gold. This is why you should get the perks that give you gold. I'm going to go back and change some of my perks after this run. What's this do? Give the lowest number on a card +4. Interesting. So I could play kind of a crappy card there. But they're going to capture it immediately. So... turns out if you still control the last card you play, it gets +3 to all numbers. Okay. Got this guy. Ooh. That's very powerful. Okay. Channel turn all symbols to magic. Okay. We're not going to overthink this. We're just going to play a card. We're just going to play a card and not overthink it. Okay, cool. Oops, bumped my microphone. Your first card's pretty much always going to be captured, so you just kind of play whatever. At least I do. He would have to use his sword, this one, if he wanted to defeat this. So I'll play that there. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to push this one out of the way. And then use... It's not bad. Actually, that's good. It's probably my best option. Yeah. Turn all symbols to magic. We definitely don't want that. I think I'm going to use just another bait card. Sure. Ooh, that was dumb. Oh, it wasn't that dumb, actually. Okay, cool. Good. Cleave. I'd really love to do a diagonal cleave this direction. Fortunately, I can. Yes, I love this hero. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. The upgrade doesn't, or the augment doesn't rotate. Shoot. Screwed that up. Okay. That's okay. We'll be fine. We'll just do this for now. I don't think this bow's gonna be useful later anyway. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna tempt him. This is a long shot. I'm gonna tempt him into playing this card here, and then I'm gonna use the bow to capture those. I know that's kind of a long shot in terms of strategy, but that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if it works. Which means I have to play here, pretty much. Which means that I need something defensible there, which is probably going to be... Guys, I might have screwed this up. Actually, it doesn't matter because I can push it out of the way. So maybe I should play here. Whatever. I think what we'll do is just like kind of a whatever play. Okay, and then I'm just gonna push him out of the way he plays there. So, ooh, he took it. Ah, he took the bait. Haha. Yes. Now I can do this. Haha. I'm very excited about that. Yes, bow down to me. Haha. Okay. This run is going well. All right, what do we get? Raven spell. When you attack in the corner, the attacking card changes all symbols of magic. That's okay. When an enemy card is captured, a random card of yours in play gets +1 to all numbers. I like that. When you combo, gain 2 supply. Ooh, that's pretty good too, actually. But I have full supply right now, so we'll go with this one. All right. Supply is the thing that runs out over time, and then you'll lose. It's like health, basically. What do we got here? Bone Morg. There he is. Okay. Lots of swords. Lots of swords. Cool. And then the board. Lowest number. Shield to a random number. Magic and lowest number. Okay. Okay. Same as always. We're just going to play a whatever card. And it's going to get captured because that's just the way it goes. I think I'm going to play something weak here because then I can push this one out of the way in like combo. Yeah. Let's play this guy. Yeah. So, I mean, let's just go all out and not care and just set up for a combo, right? Why not? I don't know if I can capture this one, but I can capture the rest of them. All right, so now we just push. Haha. And now I can just kind of play any of my cards, really. Oh, and I guess not any of them, but like this one will capture all those. Yeah, let's go for it. Look at that. Look at that. I see what they were saying earlier about this hero being a little bit OP. It definitely is. It definitely is. All right. I can get both of these with the bow card, but I opened myself up to a combo. So, so we'll just hang out for now. I think we're just gonna flip one. We're gonna flip this one with, yeah, that'll do. Oop, that doesn't matter. It's all fine. Yeah. I guess we'll do it now. Oh no, because he has the yeah. Okay, never mind. So. Oh, but even if he gets a combo on that one, I can play. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he does that combo, but then I can answer with... oh, I thought about it wrong. Oh, I thought this bow could go up, and I was wrong. Shoot. Oh, now I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have just screwed myself. That's not good. Oh, wait, I can push one of my own cards out of the way. What is it? What does that open up? If I, like, push this one here? Does that open up anything? Not really. What we got here? Yeah, it's not helpful. Oh, I might lose my first match. Dang. I made a small mistake, and I am now paying the price. You know, my first loss, that's fine. I've got one more if I need it. Okay, Sabotage. When your turn starts, a random card in the opponent's deck gets -1 to numbers. Ooh, that's crappy. Alright, so let's, which card is going to be least affected by that? These symbols, there's 2 symbols here. This is 3 symbols, so I can play that late in the game, because it won't, only this number will go down. So these 2 I'll save. The rest of them I'll play as normal. And this one is like, whatever. +1, sure, but then it's just going to go down, so. Sword symbol, not going to be useful. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Sure, why not? Cleave. So I wanted to capture this one so that I can use cleave. Oh, this I can't attack that. Never mind. That won't help me very much. Okay. What if I use this magic on this cleave thing? Or this potion, rather. That'd be interesting. Alright. For now, we're just going to do something simple like this. Nope, not that. Like... Sure, why not? Interesting. Interesting. So many decisions. Oh yeah, I can push cards. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, look at that, folks. Not bad. Not bad. And now I won't die from a defeat, too, because I have enough supplies to weather it. Oh, that's not good. Yikes. That was a lot of cards. Holy crap. I still have a push and I still have a rotate. Okay. I'd love to combo onto this one of the bows. Probably this one. So if I push this over, it'll get to that. Yeah, let's just do that. And then it'll defeat this one too. Great. Okay. Push that one. And then I'll use... Gosh, I can use this one or this one. Which one do I want later? Probably this one. So we'll use this. Alright. Combo to that one. Yep. And to that one. Great. Awesome. Okay. I might be okay. Can I combo again? Maybe? I don't think I can. No, I can't. That's okay, though. Because he can't defeat this one. Great. Because he doesn't have any anything higher than 8 facing down, so... And this bow won't reach because it's 1 point away, so... Oh, it's a draw! Shoot! Oh! It's close, though. Alright. Do I want discount sword upgrades, or do I want discount shield upgrades? I will take shields. Okay. I want... shield left, shield right, shield up. I feel like hook shot with a shield would be interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I've never done that before. Turn also the sword. Bonus. When your turn starts, if you still control the last card you played, it gets +3 to all numbers. Okay, cool. Don't care that much about that. We'll play a nonsense card to start. Cool. Definitely want to capture this card. So we'll use this one for no reason. Great. Oh, I forgot about the bow. Dang it. The reason I wanted to capture this card is because this was the only spot that you could reach it from, and it has a shield on this side, so that's why I wanted to capture that card. But I forgot that the bow could get me. Okay. If only I had shield breaker on the other side. I could push you. I don't know how helpful that would be. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to capture this one from the top. And I will use... I will not be able to use my hook shot this game, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. I think we're doing okay. I'm going to push you. Okay, went up, that's fine. And then TK 0, and then I'd like to attack left. So I can capture this one too. So let's rotate. Probably this one. Why do they have attacking left? They have a 6, a 2, or a magic. Okay. That's not great. I think I'm okay though. Let's just rotate this one. Let's rotate that one. Ooh. Oh, right. This... Yeah, I'm okay. Cool. Great. Awesome. That's fine. Great. I can take... If they play here... No. I was hoping that I could combo into this one, but I don't think I can. So we'll just... Maybe we'll just take this one. Because they can't combo off the shield. There's a shield breaker there, but not fizzing down. So I'm okay. Okay. So we'll play this one. Yeah. How can I defeat that sword? Magic down. That's not helpful. Magic is the only way, I think. So, oh, I can also push him. I keep forgetting I can push. Let's push. Bye. Okay, great, awesome. Now it's super easy. Haha. Awesome. I think we got this game. All right. As my last act, I will do nothing because that's all I can do. Okay. I think I'm all right. Oh, you could have captured that. That's weird. Doesn't matter. All right. When the turn starts, a random opposing card in play has symbol that has the symbol gets numbers -2. Oh, interesting. So I should hold. Oh, I had a strategy for a game earlier, and I realized I never implemented it like at all. Okay. Avoid playing symbol cards, basically, is the strategy here. Sure. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I think a top and bottom attack is probably best. What do you have attacking left? You have a... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You can't combo, so... I don't care. Oh, yeah, you can combo, because now that card is blue. Shoot. Screwed that one up. There's a lot to think about in this game. Like, the level of strategic depth in terms of, like, the things that could happen is really impressive. Okay. I like this song, too. I think I just need to play in a way that blocks to the right up here. Okay, cool. So I don't want them taking this spot, basically. Yeah, that's actually pretty good for me, which has happened. Because... Yeah... If I play this, oh no, not that. I'm just gonna play that. Yeah. Ooh, that was a mistake. I messed up. Oh no, I didn't. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I still got it. I still got the plan I was gonna do. Okay, this is the plan I was going to do. Push, and then play this. Right? That's good, right? I think so. I don't get this one, but I get the rest of them. Find out. Yeah, that's pretty good. Get 30 combos in a run. Sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm okay. Look at this. Look at this right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me all your cards. Oh, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I'm okay. All right. We're almost to the boss fight, actually. That's pretty cool. Plays a card, random number, gets -4. Okay. Random. I don't know. Early game, I'm always like overthinking things when I really don't need to be. Whoa. Oh, it's the spear thrust. That's right. It's kind of like the bow, which like if this were a bow, it would hit here and here. But the spear's thrust is like here and here. It's kind of interesting. I played a game before with an augmented card that had that and got so many combos off of it. It's really good. Okay. Let's just do that for fun. For funsies. I like having all these cards down here because I have 2 bows to face down. So, future combos. But I think what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Hi, Arrow. How are you doing? Ooh, I can push. I always forget that I can push. Where do I want to push? I'll push you. Okay. And then I will do this. Oh no! The number got demoted. You were EP? Just finish some Hunt Showdown? What's that? SOU. Is it exclamation point? No, it's slash or so? I don't know how to Twitch. I think it says oh. Yes! I got it. Hooray! Dead by Daylight. Nice. First person shooter. Yeah! Okay, I know this game. I hear good things. You. Nice. Yeah, so Arrow, it turns out that playing a strategy game on stream is a lot of work because I need to focus on what my moves are going to be, but also I need to focus on what people are talking about. And that's proving very challenging for my poor little ADHD brain. But I seem to be doing okay, so in terms of how well I'm playing the game. Oopsie. Oh, look at all that. Wow, lots of stuff just happened. I think I want to do something. I think I want to push you. And then I want to do this. Yeah. Get it. Okay. All right. I so got this. I hope. Do I got this? I don't actually know if I got this. Yeah, I got this. Okay, cool. All right. Do we want to battle top person or bottom person? We want to battle person with hair or person with hood? Who do we want to battle? Which of these? It's just the choice is difficult. Top or bottom? Okay, I'm gonna choose randomly. Ooh, do I have a dice around? No. The one with hair. Okay, well they both have hair, but I think you mean this one. So okay. Rotate and turn bows to a random number. Okay, cool. Cool. Can I take advantage of this rotate at all? Not really. Not right now, anyway. Okie dokie. I just play rando. Bald. I mean, they had a hood on. I think that's what the reference was. But what do I know? Not much. Hook shot. If this had any value on it, I could use it. I said I was going to use this earlier, so I'll finally use it. There you go. Haha. That's very satisfying. Oh, ouch. Yikes. Excuse me. Whose idea was it to pick the one with hair? Because they are not being nice to me. So I'm a little disappointed in all of you. And I mean chat when I say that. Okay. Cleave. I can attack both sides with this. That feels right. Oh! Oh, okay. Didn't affect me. Great. The AI can be kind of dumb sometimes. Don't know if you noticed that. Hook shot. Sure, why not? It's kind of fun. Ooh, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Because I can do that. Oh, that's kind of dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I don't know. I'll do it anyway. It's very dumb boo, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. I'm setting myself for massive combos. That's what makes the game fun. Oh, they didn't... Wait, really? Okay, cool. Great. Awesome. Just do that. For funsies. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Does magic capture magic? I forget. I don't think it does. Oh, no, it does. Of course it does. Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Super won that one. I'm just getting too powerful. When you combo, the last card of your deck has the lowest number of set magic. Okay, interesting. When, I actually like that a lot. When the enemy attacks in the corner, the attacking card... Okay, I don't like corner stuff. When an enemy is captured and you have 4 cards in any column... Yeah, I'm going to take this one. Okay. Ooh, we are on the 3rd world. So exciting. Alright. More veteran. Control more cards in a row. Oh, it's the row guy. I hate this guy. When the turn starts, the opponent controls more cards in a row. Oh my goodness. The row thing, man. Ugh. Ugh. Big ugh. Alright. Sure, why not? Oh, big oof. Big oof. Alright. You're gonna be a big old meanie about it. I think this is so funny. This hook shot thing. It just flies all the way across the map. I love that, actually. Magic. Ooh, what? Oh, block symbols. Dang. Alright. We got this. We got this. Yeah, this guy's a jerk, man. Could do that, but I don't really want to. Oof. Well, what if we did... If we could push. I'm gonna push. Yeah. And then I'm gonna... What's your... Oh, he can attack upgrade with 2 different swords. Oof. Do I have a shield on the bottom? If I do this, but then I don't have an attack to the left. But I can do this, and then I can do... Oh, no, I can't do that. Shoot. I just wasted that accidentally. Okay. Whatever. We'll just deal with it later. Am I okay? I might be okay. You know, I'm gonna save that because I feel like I'm gonna need it later. All right. Sword, sword. Yeah, I'm gonna rotate. Do that first. See what they do. See what Olan Silva does. Oh, yikes. Big yikes. Magic down. Okay. I don't know. Can you use that magic down one, maybe? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use it. Hopefully that helps. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! That's bad. That's real bad. Oh boy. That's real bad. Well, I have a push. I could push this guy here and then use my bow to get that and that, which would trigger a combo to there and to there. Or I could push this guy to here and use this one to get these two and that one. Not that and not that. So I feel like this one here is probably my better bet. Maybe. We'll find out, I guess. Ooh, oh no, that's all I got. Okay, we'll do that. It's not great. 8 to 5, can he get 3? Or 2 rather, he only needs 2. Okay, great. Awesome. Hell yeah. Let's go. Forge. Oh, I got so much gold. I haven't been doing forge in a while. Alright, help me get rid of these zeros. I need to get rid of these zeros. There's a 0. You can be a shield, I think. Yeah. You can be a shield. Alright, great. There's a 0. And oh, I'm out of money. That was an expensive upgrade. Shoot. Okay. We're okay. Cool. I was like, oh, I have so much money, and then I spent it all on one upgrade. Oops. Alright. Rando. Turn all symbols to a shield. Okay. Alright. You've got a bow up, you've got magic left, magic up, sword right, magic down, Bobo. Ooh, Bobo is interesting. Bobo. Alright, you got all sorts of stuff, man. I don't even know what to do with you. Laurie Grimm, Living Dead. I'm just gonna play randomly because I don't know what to do. Also, I need to sneeze. Do I? Felt like I did. Maybe I don't. Okay. like, good I have that. I have the shield breaker, fortunately. But I feel like I should save that for move for later. I feel like I should save that move for later. Okay. In the meantime, do I have any? Ooh, this is interesting. That's just a fun move. Oh, that's right. He blocks numbers. Okay. Shoot, screwed that one up. Okay. I think I'm okay. We can get this guy at the very least. Alright. Cool. Yeah. I'll play this one. Yeah. Cool. Not bad. I hope they capture this one, because then I can push it out of the way and use my shield breaker. Oh, look, he captured it. Great. Okay. So as long as they don't fill this spot, which I don't think they're just going to do on their own. So I want to give them some bait down here. Well, not bait, but like... I want them to move here next, basically. Okay, cool. So let's do... I mean, it doesn't really matter what I play. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. So now is my moment. Push this guy and then play this. Yes! Haha! I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, not bad. Okay. Not perfect, but I'll take it. Oh, I lost. Okay. You should always look at your score. Free bow card or discount bow upgrades? I think bow upgrades. Oh, not enough gold. Okay. I should have done free. That was dumb. Okay. We got this still. All right. When your turn starts, all opposing cards get -1/1. Okay. Got it. Got it. I got it. Ooh, give all numbers -1. Ooh. Shield. -3. Okay. Interesting. Well, I can do this. Kind of interesting. Backstab? Yeah, that's cool. I got this. Alright, Sure? Yeah. Gonna need to set up for a combo here. Pretty badly. I can... Ooh, actually I can push this guy down. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, protection. Shoot. Forgot about that. I gotta check for those. Alright, now I can use my shield breaker. There we go. That's pretty good. Move this symbol out of the way, I think. And maybe I'll do one other thing. I want to push? No. I'll do that. Alright, I'm good. We got this round. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Loot box. When your turn starts and you have the high score, okay. When an enemy is captured, attacking card gets +2. When your turn starts and your score is higher than 5, all cards. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this one. Good news! I reformatted Baldur's Gate so I can play the game without mods again. Nice. Oh, so we can play together. Oh, awesome. I forgot about that subtext. Cool. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Big patches usually break game mods. When your turn starts, a random number gets -1 and -1, and yeah, lots of things happen. There we go. Yeah, we can play again. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't been playing it a lot. I've really only played it. Excuse me. I've probably put like 15, 20 hours into that game. I feel like people have put hundreds, so I'm lagging way behind. It's fun. I like it a lot. I think I'd like it better with friends though, so I'm looking forward to playing with you again. This game's been nice, just like kind of zoning out and playing it. Tetra Tactics. I don't know what to play. I'm just gonna take some cards because I feel like it. Yeah. Cackles in almost 900 hours. Jeez, man. I don't even have that many hours in Overwatch, and I've been playing that for years. So good for you. Good for you, I guess. I know that you've been streaming it too. So that's super cool. I'm gonna take more cards because I feel like it. Haha. Oh, I forgot that's already my card. Oops. Screwed that one up. Yep, screwed that one up. We're just gonna do this. That. Haha. Part of it moved from the time I played during the beta. Oh, I gotcha. You played during the beta. That makes sense. A lot of things just happen on screen. I'm not entirely sure what's happening right now. A lot of things are happening. It's like at this point in the game, there's so many things that are like upgrades that interact with each other that it gets a little bit chaotic. Yeah. So let's just take some cards. Let's just do that. That sounds fun. Oh no, you didn't. I got this. I got this. You can't defeat me. Oh, maybe you can. Shoot. Oh. Push this one. There we go. Oh, wait. That's a shield. I'm dumb. Rotate. Okay, now it's not a shield. Great. That's what we wanted. And then we'll just do this. Cool. Great. All right. Awesome. Guys, I might have lost this one. Pretty sure I lost this one. That's all right. We can keep playing and we'll survive a little bit longer. All right. Looks nice. Give him some help. There you go. Oh, wow. That zapped me. Oh, jeez. He zapped like all my stuff. Yo. Oh, wow. That's painful. Oh, man. Is that helpful? A little bit? Kinda? Maybe? Yeah, kinda. Rotate this one. And capture those. Yeah! Oh. So many things happening. So many things happening. Alright. Yep. Okay. This guy's on our logo. Or on our capsule art. Some of the monsters made it into our capsule art that we did for Steam. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm gonna rotate this one. I'm gonna do this. These curses, or not curses, but these opponent hero powers are really hurting me. Okay. I think we just need to defend over here. Yep. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, might be okay here. Nice. Hell yeah. Get out of here, Bone Morgue. I'm like about to beat the game, which is crazy. All right. Let's, or this run anyway. Which I rarely have enough upgrades to do, so that's awesome. Ooh, this is a powerful opponent though. Okay. Just gonna play it cool for now. Do that. Yeah. All right. Wow, this guy's brutal. All right, we got magic there. That's good. Oof. This is a brutal game. I feel under-equipped. Ooh, I could do that. Okay, that's pretty good. Good, 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 good. Not terrible. Oh, ah, eek. Ah, okay, maybe it was terrible. Didn't realize they could do that. Oh, great. Awesome. It's like, it's at that point where I'm like, I could barely even predict what the combos are going to be because there's just so much stuff happening. But I know that I want to get combos, so. Alright. Let's see. Can we... Oh, yeah, we super can. Look at that. So many things. I really just need to get one of them, I think. Yeah. So many things. Mana, I can't keep track at this point. I'm just going to try to do what I think are just generally good plays and see where that takes me. All right, we got our final boss coming up. Got a forge. Ooh, look at that, +9. Who can I make really strong? I can make Yush really. Oh no, that's a -4 on there, so I don't want to do that. Who's really weak? This guy's pretty weak. So maybe that one? Oh no, the -4. Don't want that. +3? Could do that and then something else. Because I have enough money for 2. How about you could lose a little help top and bottom. Yeah, that's pretty good for this one. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. Bolchero Bulgus, the Grand Magus. Awesome. Alright, let's go. Okay. Just gonna play this like a normal match. It's gonna be super easy. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Oh, why did I use... Oh, I shouldn't use that probably. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. What do you got? You got all sorts of stuff. Ow. Tell me how you really feel. Also, I should shout you out, Mana. You are awesome, and I should shout you out. Okay. Super Mario RPG, nice. Okie dokie. I'm doing kind of okay in this game. Look at that. Play that over here. Finish remake. Oh, it's a remake? I don't even know that. Ooh, ouch. What just happened? Oh, he hook shot at me. Oh, ow. Painful. Yikes. Oh, weirdly I can play this. Could also play that. Could play that. Might not need to. Well, I need this shield breaker. I might. Okay. We'll use this one. Yeah. Okay. You can combo me back, though, unfortunately. But I think I'm okay, because I got this bow here. So I might be okay. Sure. That makes sense. I really want... I don't like this here. Get out of here. I just don't like it there. Cool. And then I can play this. Oh, I won't get that one. But I think I'm okay. Because I get that one. Yeah. So if he triggers a combo, I have these bows that are facing down. And I can kind of get... I don't know. I don't even... It's too much... Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Oof. Is there anything I can do? I can push. Where can I push? Oh, I can just push you out of the way and then play my own bow. It's probably the best. That's probably the best option. And then I will also rotate so that I can capture it. Oh, no. Yeah. So I can capture it. All right. So I'll do that, and then I'll do this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. I'll take it. Not the worst, honestly. Can he respond to that? I don't think he can. Did I win? Holy shit, I won. Look at that, folks. I hadn't even beat the game yet. I hadn't beat a run. Look at that, folks. Hooray! I'm actually really excited about that. Yeah, so Tetra Tactics is awesome. You can play all these different heroes. You can get all these different perks. You can get these curses now. I have curses. Ooh. And these make it really interesting. And you can get these augments. You can level up your cards. Like this card, for example. And you can get all sorts of cool stuff. Like always defeats shield. Or always defeats shield. Let's do that one. That one just happens. Like some of these have different stuff. Like this one. Oh, this is actually interesting. I want to change this one. Cleave and piercing blow. Okay, I didn't actually mean to be playing right now, but okay. And then you can get these relics, which are like upgrades that for like a specific run. So when you combo, gain 50 gold, or when you gain gold, get plus 2 to all numbers. All sorts of cool stuff. And then there's the credits. And then, yeah, go play Tetra Tactics. It is currently Sunday when I'm recording this. It comes out on Tuesday, April 9th. And I'm very excited for the launch. It's going to be on Steam. You can wishlist it now. It's been in early access for about 2 years, well, about a year and a half. And it's finally moving to 1.0, the full release. And the full release is going to come with bug fixes and new features and 16 new soundtracks, all sorts of amazing stuff. And I will put the link in the Twitch chat. If you're on VOD, then you can find it in whatever description is below this. And yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone who tuned in, and thank you to the developers of the game for joining earlier. If you want to listen back, this VOD will be up on Twitch and also on YouTube, and also at least on the day that the game is launching, it'll be on the Steam page, so you can find it there. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I'm very hungry. I have not eaten dinner yet, and I will talk to you all later, friends. Goodbye.